our morning. Today is not a Pokemon video. Today is the Game of Thrones video, and we will be opening those. Well, that was true. The Night King took a fall. We will be opening, if I can pick it all the way up. Oh my god, just 300 odd quid's worth of stuff just in one hand. I think I might need a bigger desk. We have got the limited edition Blu-ray collector's set of the Game of Thrones series 1 to 8, the special edition, limited edition. I am very happy to get into this. Cue the intro. Right then, okay, I have had this for a while. I'm going to tell you a little story first. So HMV, if you're not from the UK, HMV, I don't know really what it stands for. Home music video, something like that. It's basically a shop that's gone through a bit of a bad time. And they've closed, whoopsie daisy, closed a lot of the stores down. My local one was closing down. So they put a 20% off everything in the shop. This came out, it was on sale at £300 or something like that. In the end I paid £230 for it. So I was very happy with that, because I'm a massive fan of Game of Thrones. I know a lot of people fell out with it because of how it ended. I agree, they butchered the ending. They should have had they should have made 10 seasons. I mean, even the last episode itself could have possibly been a season. Considering what the story was. I am a huge fan, and I have delved deep into this throughout researching it, throughout reading novels that happened 300 years before that, 1,000 years before that. I've studied the thing like, do you know what? If I could have studied this at school, I would have flown through school. I'd have been awesome. But anyway, let's get into this. It's got a lot of stuff inside, and I'm very excited. So I hope I'm not going to damage anything. Oh, I should have shown you the back, shouldn't I? So on the back, what have we got then? Got a load of writing, which this limited edition set, here we go, here's the stuff, includes a custom designed wooden shadow box case with many of the realm details, including Hand of the King pin and 9 intricately illustrated panels designed by Robert Ball, the artist behind the Beautiful Death series. The complete Game of Thrones series, all 73 episodes of the epic... 73? Was there that many? Of the epic series on 33 discs. Over 15 hours of bonus content, including audio commentaries, behind the scenes, featurettes and animated histories and lore pieces, which is awesome. That's what helps you to learn about the history of Westeros and stuff like that. In addition to exclusive never before seen reunion special hosted by Conan O'Brien, if you remember that show. I've seen it once, can't really remember much else about it. So I'm going to gently place this, and I mean gently, I'm not just going to throw it like I usually do, down there, because I want to keep this intact. Because if you can just see up there, I've got my hand-drawn Night King by my friend Thomas Daniel Noonan. Check his Etsy out. I don't know if you can quite see that at all, but yeah, check him out. And then I'm going to tidy all this rubbish off there and have a nice little feature wall where I think I'm going to unbox these. They were only £7 from B&M, or you can get Viserion, or as we might say, you can get the living dead Viserion. Okay then, so how do we open this? Well, that appears to be the bottom. Let's just place it down there. Oh, there's a back and everything. Look inside though. Look inside. I'm sorry if the can't let me. No, we're going to have to look inside the proper way. So this just basically says everything that was on the cover photo. That's what it looks like there on the inside. Okay, so we've got this here, got that there. Oh wow, straight away there's, oh this is awesome already. Oh my life. So here we go, here's a hand of the king pin, but that doesn't really look as if you could just, you know, like stab it in. It looks like you need something for it, but yeah, a hand of the king pin. I am going to be putting all of this back in the box, how it come out. I will watch the DVDs, don't get me wrong, because I want to watch it all again. I really miss it. It's been over a year already, do you remember? A year already. So let's put that there. And then, oh, I need to be clever with this, so I'm just going to flip that way. Oh my days, this looks amazing. Oh, there's something else in the box there. Just going to check there isn't anything else hiding, because if that hand of the king pin is just like that, there could have been something else there. Right, so let's just sit that back for a second. We've got this card here, and on the back it says, "Thank you for your purchase of the limited edition Game of Thrones complete collection. To make the most of your complete collection, we suggest removing your hand of the king pin from its protective foam and inserting it within the leather strap closure to keep the panels safely." Okay, right, so let me finish reading this for the sake of it. "Safely within the shadow box. The protective film that you'll find on either side of the shadow box windows can be removed for an obstructive display of the interior panel." So this can actually be removed, the plastic stuff there. So let me just place that there. And aha, right, I see. Okay then, so that's what that's for. When you're not using it, you take your pin and it is a tight squeeze, I'll say that. And you place it in there like that. I've got a feeling that would bloody snap. So there you go, that's what that's for then. That's to keep it sealed. That's not coming undone. That's awesome. Just take a look around the box. Got a lovely engraved, or whatever you call it, on the wood there. Game of Thrones The Complete Collection sign. You can see the little scratch markings on there, which are there on purpose. They're meant to be like sword markings. This thing, this plastic stuff here that is really giving a bad reflection, that comes off. So as soon as I get it open properly, you've got the Game of Thrones Complete Collection. Do you know what, let's get rid of the Stax TV mat there. On the side, on the back, that's a, I couldn't quite see that for the sunlight. "When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die." Right. If I had something to give away, I would, but I haven't. So, free quiz, for the sake of it. Which character said that in a Game of Thrones? Answers in the comment section down below. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Well, everyone that played it, sure enough, won or died, except Jon Snow. No, Jon Snow didn't really play the Game of Thrones, did he? He weren't after the throne. Anyway, yeah. And the top of the box is just like that. So we're going to release, oh my days, the hand of the king pin. We're just going to place that there. And then we are going to, I might lie this down for a sec. And who are you, the young lord said. Oh no, you don't lie it down. Okay. So let's just put this over there. So they actually come out. So this is just going to flop in the way all the time. Terrific. Right, here's an idea. No, there's no idea. I've got no idea. Haven't I got something that... No, it's just going to flop. So they've got these little labels on. So this must be Series 1. And all you do is you pull Series 1 out like so. Ah, and here's the... Okay, I see what's going on here. So it is, it's just this is wood. It's just a wooden board. And the discs are there. And you just pick the discs out. This is... Oh, no. I hate it when they're hard to get out, because I hate nothing more than discs touching stuff the wrong way. There you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that reflection. Hello, that's me. Good morning. Yeah, I hate anybody that touches discs on that side. I think you should all be put to prison. And like putting it in there, although that does feel a bit not textured, but you know, like it's supposed to, it'll protect the disc. That, I hate that already. I hate it because I just feel as if it will damage the disc. So yeah, the complete first season is on not those two discs, but these two as well. So disc 4, episode 9 and 10, and the bonus features. Is there bonus features on any other discs? Yes, on there. So that's season 1. I can't remember if the other disc said that's got bonus features. So there's bonus features on each disc. Awesome. And that's like, what? That is cool. That is awesome. Who's that there? Is that, I can't tell if that's Khal Drogo or meant to be Khal Drogo. That looks like Arya there with Syrio Forel. That looks like the it's either Bran or one of the Faceless Men, basically. That's not the Night King, but one of the walkers, the Whites. I really like this. Then there's Daenerys, the dragons there. Awesome. So that's series 1. This is just the best. Okay, before I put that back in, I'm just gonna if you do take the plastic out, let me just show you. I'm going to put this back in. In fact, I'm going to put the plastic back in as well, because I want to see this on the camera just to see how it looks. So it is, I'm going to keep it there for protection. I really am. But I've knocked me thingy over. But this plastic comes out. Can't find it now. There we go. And when it does, you can see clearly already. This is just the best thing I've bought to do with Game of Thrones, I think. And look, you can. Awesome. A little throne at the back there. And Pikachu sitting on the throne. Wicked. So I am going to put this back in just for protection, because this was a lot of money and I want to appreciate it. I'm going to shove that back up there. Okay then, series 2. Again, both discs on this side. Oh, don't be difficult. I don't want myself to have to go to prison. Oh my crap. I'm going to have a look at it now, because I feel as if I've just put a world of finger marks on the back. I haven't. Morning. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a bit OCD about it, but yeah, everyone who touches the backsides of discs has to go to prison, in my opinion. And that is a tight fit in there. And then the other side, this one looks a bit loose. So every disc has a bonus feature on, which I don't blame them, because let's face it, if they're going to give you that much bonus footage, I feel as if they've not been so arsed to decorate the back of this one there. Well, who's that guy? I can't make sense of that. Was that when Renly stood in front of the mirror and got stabbed by the shadow ghost? The shadow, whatever it was. Oh, it's a bit damaged already, look. I didn't do that, that's come like that. That's gutting. You see that just there? It's a bit, just making it worse. I shouldn't touch it. There's Tyrion at the bottom there, who led them to victory against Stannis Baratheon when King's Landing was attacked by him. Series 3. Series 3 is when that dude betrayed the world, and he got his comeuppance in a future episode. I'm not going to apologise if I give any spoiler alerts, any spoilers on this video. You should have all seen it by now. I'm absolutely obsessed with this video program. I really am. Yeah, they've gone a bit half-arsed on the back. Look at that there. That's awesome. That's Ghost being protected by someone or another. It wasn't this series where there was the Battle of the Bastards, so that looks a bit like the field after the Battle of the Bastards to me. All the swords and arrows everywhere. So I'm getting something wrong somewhere. When I say I'm a fan of Game of Thrones, I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all. I'm saying I'm a want to know it all. Like, they should have had me learn this stuff at school, really. Bonus features again. Bonus features again. So that's Jon Snow with Ygritte. Down there you can see Tyrion, just either before or after he kills his own father, sitting on the chamber pot. Who's that? Is that Reek? That could be Reek. It could be Valar Morghulis. You can see there. Don't know if you can quite see that clearly enough. And then on the back here, so they just don't bother with the top half. Bonus features again. Bonus features again. I'm telling you, if you can pick this up cheap at your local anywhere, even if you find it cheaper than me online, I mean, it's been over a year since the series finished. I recommend buying this. It's awesome. Is that the tree? That's the weirwood tree, isn't it, I think? Or is that meant to be the tree that's by the cave that Bran and that went into to seek refuge from the whites, those Skeletor whites? Forgive me there. So there's the mountain. That looks like the mountain after he's been looked at. There's you know, I can't even remember his name, but I didn't like him. There's those bad dudes that got their asses kicked, let's face it. There's Daenerys walking into the thingy before she goes and sets everyone on fire, I think. The Sons of the Harpy, and I forgot his name. He was the leader of the Light of the Seven, wasn't he? He went up in green flames later on anyway. Who cares what his name was? He wasn't a pointless character. I just thought he was pointless. They should have included Lady Stoneheart for sure. There was a couple of nice little touches to Lady Stoneheart in the 7th series when the Hound came back. If you haven't watched that yet, the Hound comes back. And I don't care if I've spoiled it for you. It's your own fault for not watching it. So this is when Jon Snow gets stabbed. These are obviously all the knives. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought he got stabbed 18 times. So that's, you know, not very reflective. Oh, I could be wrong, but yeah, he walked out to a sign that said traitor, and then they all just killed him. And then that was how that season finished. And the beginning of season 6, which was when the Battle of the Bastards happened. There's Jon Snow there. He was resurrected. I think that's Arya. I'm not really sure where she's standing there. That's the Wall of the Faceless Men. You've got the crows. Lots of knives there. That's when Daenerys walks out of that burning hut thing. I know what they are. They're the pyromancer made those, and basically they blew up the city. Why do I think that was in series 6? Here is the sigil of I forgot what they're called now. I feel silly. Anyway, let's crack on. Let us crack on. That is Ramsay Bolton there with his bow and arrow, and that's why have they included this in there? Just to wind me up. Why didn't that idiot zigzag? Why didn't he zigzag? No wonder he got shot straight through his by a bow and arrow. Oh, I didn't even look at the back. What we got at the back? Oh no, that was sad. Now I'm gonna cry. Oh no, hold the door. Hold the door. Hold the door. Hodor. Rest in peace, Hodor. Bran murdered you. He knew that was happening. I can't believe he did it. In the end, do you feel as if you don't like Bran, but you do like the Night King? Do you feel like that? Because in the end, what do you think? Like at the end, he was like, the Night King, really, what was he doing? Was he there to kill Bran? There was no solid evidence of that. Was he there to kill Bran? No solid evidence. You don't know if, when he went to withdraw his, his ice sword, he may have gone to give that to Bran. You don't know that. You don't know that. So this was a cool season. There they are, if you remember them on that little like island, surrounded by the whites. There at the bottom there, you've got R plus L equals J, the living proof of evidence. Dear me. Awesome sauce. Let's have a look at the back. Just one disc. Yes, because this is when they started to slack off and just give us less episodes. Less for our money. So that's series 7, and then we've got the final season, but there is still another. That's got a plus sign on it. Right, so in this episode is when they defended Winterfell. So yeah, the battle for Winterfell, when the White Walkers, the Night King, as you can see in the middle there, broke through the wall, took it upon himself to go take over the Winterfell, I guess. I mean, he didn't. That's where he got killed. And I'm wondering if he had a purpose, if it was a good purpose. It could have been for a really good reason. Nobody knows. But from this, you're not really seeing much except for whites everywhere. I'm guessing on the back, I'm hoping there is like a picture of Arya sticking it to the man. No, there's not. There is just... Is that Missandei? Not Missandei. Miss... What was the Red Witch called?
Missandei.
Yeah, it is Missandei.
No.
Melisandre. Melisandre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably Melisandre. Before she goes and, as a walk, does a Reggie Perrin. By the looks of things, just walks and dies. And then we've got a bit of a bonus thingy. It just says plus. So let's have a look at what this says. This is the disc 2 additional bonus features. This is just going to say disc 1. Game of Thrones Reunion Special Parts 1 and 2. And then the additional bonus features. Disc 1. So there's the throne. All this fire stuff at the side here looks like Daenerys-y sort of stuff. You've got dragons there. You've got the wolf down there. When they attacked King's Landing and took it. Oh, we got a little booklet. What's this one? The Animated History of the Seven Kingdoms. Can't wait to watch that. Can you quite see what that says there? Game of Thrones Conquest and Rebellion. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but there was a rebellion within the Targaryens where they had a civil war basically between themselves. There was when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Let's have a look in the booklet. So episode listed. So this is just the man who passes a sentence should swing the sword, Ned Stark. So at least it says there that who said that. I'm just going to check these because I don't want to ruin that question for you all. If you want justice, you've come to the wrong place. Yeah, that's King's Landing for you. You can smell it from 5 miles away. I won't say the naughty word that was said. There is only one war that matters, the Great War, and it is here. It was. They outdid them. Well done. Everything you did brought you where you are now, the three-eyed raven. Wow. That was actually Bran that said that to Theon Greyjoy. Yeah, he was saying that to Theon Greyjoy. And then Theon Greyjoy had the most disappointing death, I think. He just running at the Night King like that. It was like, that was a suicide mission. It really was. So this booklet just tells you what's in the disc. So yeah, answer in the comment section down below. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Who said that? Yeah, I ain't got a prize to give you for it or anything. It's just a guess, just a little game, I suppose. So that, my friends, is that. And is there a thing there that comes out? Let me pull this out again. Oh yeah, just the plasticky thing. Forgot about that. Okay, so that is the deluxe special edition Game of Thrones complete collection, and I love it. So glad I bought it. So glad I can. Oh come on, this is difficult. I'm tipping my phone up here. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that it's hard work, because it'd be too easy to open else. So that's what that's for. Awesome. I thought that was for me to pin on my chest. I don't think I could be Hand of the King anyway. I'm too rebellious. Unless it was a good king. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give me a like. If you like what I do, subscribe to the channel. And apart from it being a good morning, good night.